Father Garrigou-Lagrange, in this arrangement, then we're getting into the personality of the incarnate Word. So, and he touches on at the beginning of this section, Father, there are many errors regarding personality. So, personality, he says, personality is what distinguishes man from inferior beings such as animals, plants, and stones. In us, personality is the principle of our reason and liberty. The saint, once he has come to substitute in some measure the personality of God for his own, can exclaim with St. Paul, I have been crucified with Christ, and I live now not with my own life, but with the life of Christ who lives in me. So, Father, can you unpack personality for us a little bit, according to what Father Garrigou-Lagrange tells us in this section?
Sure. First, maybe we think of the word personality as like characteristics, like, whether I like sports, whether I don't like sports, maybe the type of style I dress in my clothes, the kind of music I like, the kind of TV shows I like to watch. Maybe today we think of personality in this context, but the way Father Garrigou-Lagrange defines personality, he talks about it being that which separates ourselves as man, as human beings, from inferior beings. And that means that what he's actually referring to in the terms of personality has to do with our intellect, our use of reason, and our will. And so insofar in this chapter, he explains, insofar as the proper use of our intellect and will is impeded or inhibited by some other thing, it lacks personality. It lacks true personality. So insofar as we're attached to some sensual thing, and we're therefore become slaves to this sensual experience because we think we need it to be happy, our personality is at a lower degree. Our personality as a lower degree. But insofar as we're freed from these attachments to worldly things and can actually reason as we're supposed to reason, and will as we supposed to will, know the true and love the good, then our personality is to a higher degree. And so this is precisely why this is involved in this chapter, the redemptive power of Christ, because it's only insofar as we receive the love of Christ. Love is synonymous with grace. We receive the grace of Christ. We receive the love of Christ. Can we actually be freed from that which is keeping us, maintaining us at a lower degree of personality, and be freed then to live at a higher degree of personality? So, of course, his love changes us into him. God's love, the love of our Lord, the second person of the Holy Trinity, his love changes us into him. So insofar as we're freed, in a sense, from ourselves and our own personal tastes and likes and sensual desires, we become more like him. But in becoming more like him, we become truly, that's the thing, truly ourselves. Why is this truly ourselves? Because in conforming ourselves to him, we become who he created us to be. So that's ultimately our true self. Is in conformity with the Word, in conformity with our Lord Jesus Christ, living just like him, sharing his very life. That our true self lies in his imitation. Now, he says, like with the rest of the saints, that they still had their little different traits. Saint Vincent Ferrer was not Saint Therese of Lisieux. Saint Joan of Arc was not Saint Francis of Assisi. They all have their still the uniqueness that people today want when they think of personality. Something so unique that they're an individual, unrepeatable human being. All that stuff is still there. But nevertheless, in our conformity with Christ, we're freed from that which makes us less people. Because when we pursue the desires of our flesh, we act like beasts. That's what they do. But if we live according to right reason and will the good, and love the beautiful, then we're not like beasts, because they can't do these things. They can't know the true and love the good. But we can. And so insofar as we're able to exercise these faculties of intellect and will, that is when we're truly ourselves. That's when we exercise true personality. Thank you for watching another video on Restless Heart Media. You can take part in providing more spiritually nourishing content by supporting our monastery. Visit www.oblatesofstaugustine.org/giving. God bless.